This week on PTL, we're honoring our brothers up in the north, the brave men and women who keep Sasquatches at bay and ride moose like chariots into battle. We're looking at you, America's top hat. I'm here to tell you that this episode of Primetime League is for you. So grab your maple syrup and pour it over a big bowl of poutine, because Primetime League starts right now! TSM will take it. They will head to Toronto, and they will challenge Seed 9 for the finals.
There it is! Rocks Tigers taken! GG! It's about time!
闪电狼拿到了 LMS 夏季总冠军。
Well, welcome to Primetime League, eh? I'm Rivington Bisson III, and this hoser is David Freak Turley. And in honor of the finals heading to Canada, we're about to have the friendliest episode of PTL ever.
What's all this about?
Exciting times as more teams have locked in their spot at Worlds. Joining Rocks Tigers, Edward Gaming, Royal Never Give Up, and G2 Esports are SKT, who would have thunk, TSM, and the Flash Wolves.
The curse is broken. If you win Worlds, you can finally show up to Worlds the next year. Finally, SKT, the first team in 5 tries to do it now. We've had that otherwise happen, but yeah, here we go. We've got that bracket. Well, the list of teams roughly halfway filled in. It's going to be good.
There's going to be more, too. Speaking of
yes.
Worlds, going on right at this very moment is the International Wildcard Qualifier. So check out this video we totally didn't steal from Riot Brazil, because stealing is wrong. The competition is fierce, and 8 teams from different regions are competing against each other for 2 spots at Worlds.
And we could talk about what's going on, but due to the fact that this show is both scripted and pre-recorded, the games haven't happened yet. When I'm talking in real life, it feels bad, man.
Moving on to the finals, and teams should have their bags packed and ready for Toronto and Krakow. Not to mention, we still have an LPL final to look forward to, so things could get crazy. It is TSM versus Cloud9 in the North American Finals, and G2 Esports versus Splice over in Europe. Our third place matches are between Chronologic Gaming and Immortals, and H2K against the Unicorns of Love as well in Europe.
Yeah, TSM versus Cloud9. Oh, look, it's the 5th time they've matched up. It's already happened 4 times. By the way, that score, 2-2. So it's a best of 5, best of 5s. It's going to be wonderful. Third place match in Europe, by the way, incredibly important for H2K and Unicorns of Love, because if G2 win, G2, of course, goes to Worlds automatically. And then number 2 team based on points, got to be between those teams. Really important. So maybe we see Forgiven or we see Unicorns of Love at Worlds if G2 wins. That's the time we're in right now. It's going to be beautiful. Unfortunately,
what a time
though,
to be alive.
I know, it's great. Unfortunately, not the same for the third place match. Basically, CLG just goes if TSM wins, because CLG is going to have the most circuit points otherwise. If not, TSM's going on points, C9 goes automatically in CLG's final boss.
So what you're saying is spring matters.
Spring matters. There is, yes, so spring matters a lot. There is one caveat, though, is that the third place match is a qualifier match for IEM afterwards in November. Third place team from NA is going to get to go. So either Immortals or CLG, that match actually is basically qualifier.
Crazy stuff. But before we get too excited about the finals, it's time to look back at the semis in this week's edition of Mic Check.
Hello, 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 hello. I'm speaking. Hello.
Soon I'll be beating C9 on the Summoner's Rift.
You think that intimidates them?
It definitely does.
Yeah. They say, holy shit.
Holy shit, Pantheon.
Got the matching icons and everything too.
I'm all tilted.
Oh, wow, did you see that synergy from
Holy
C9?
shit, they joined hella fast.
Did you see that synergy
What?
from
Who
C9?
even cares, dude?
I can calm down.
TP. They flash.
Emi.
Rek'Sai flash. Talia's here.
I'm TP2.
Here.
Oh shit, we're stuck.
I'm Jin.
I'm exhausting Talia.
I'm moving on you. I'm helping you. Look, come here.
Oh damn. I'm fucking gone.
I stop his jump. Oh shit.
I got blocked from Talia. I have exhaust still.
He has ulti still. I think you should back.
Get out.
I'm backing. Ah, shit. It's alright, guys.
We're fine. Rek'Sai's 10. Hit turrets.
Hey.
Shit, they're gonna go.
She's done.
Finish Toronto.
I got it. Unicorns.
Is Soraka easy to dive?
Yes.
Yes, really easy.
When I'm
But
6.
always focus Soraka in team fights.
Oh, I'm moving Soraka right now.
Move Soraka.
Soraka here.
We're pushing bottom.
I want a slow push. Can't really best to push. Yes.
Here she is.
Behind you.
We are fine.
Can you catch?
I think I can catch her.
Okay, I'm not chasing. I'm moving mid.
She has no flash.
BT. Nice.
Nice.
I'm base.
Nice, Tahan.
Nice. Careful.
Slow. I'm Guardian
Oh
I'm
shit.
Guardian Ninja too. Go.
You can win.
Go. Fight. I have the Guardian. No flash.
Nice.
No flash.
Nice.
Go
Drake.
Like, all I have is like one word, and it's just annihilate. That's how I feel we should be treating this game, like as a mode. Everybody should be thinking in their mind, just annihilate.
Alright, that wasn't bad. Yeah. Just make sure we play fights really well.
Yeah, Jay, just try to be careful where you are.
Okay. Alright, make sure we base. Watch out for the pick.
Okay. You can't
TP in
get
40.
dragon control.
Nice.
I have Zonia's. Go back.
Go back.
We take it slow, we focus, and we show who we are. We know who we are. I believe in you guys. You believe in each other. Now we're going to make the entire world believe in us.
Can we end?
Yeah, we can. I think so.
We can end the game.
Holy shit.
We can end the game.
Wonder not holy shit.
Holy moly.
I haven't died,
Guys, I haven't died.
Vi har ikke tabt den bedste 5 på den her scene.
Hey guys, it's Pira here with Knight from Giants Gaming. Welcome to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here with us.
No problem. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. Well, we didn't just bring you here to ask a few questions. We wanted to announce that you are our 2016 European Rookie of the Split. And I got a shiny little thing here right for you. Outstanding rookie. So congratulations.
When I come here, little expect, but oh my god. Really?
Yeah. You're the rookie, man. You're the best.
Thanks.
You earned it. You absolutely earned it. Now, I do want to ask you a couple of questions just on top of it all. So we'll start things off. First off, what is your favorite thing about living in Berlin?
People are different. I'm saying Korean. 한국이랑 문화가 다르고 사람들 행동하는 거 그리고 마인드가 달라서 되게 재밌다고.
It's funny because people think differently and also culture is different. So he's enjoying it here.
Yeah, I've experienced that myself as well. So I'm glad you like the differences. And a little bit more back into the game. Who's the toughest mid laner you've had to play against here in Europe?
Hard?
Yeah, most difficult.
First one is Perks and almost same line is Excel. These two guys are hard, but it's like I don't play like faker, you know, like don't play like aggressive.
Could have fooled me.
Huh?
Sometimes watching those games is very impressive play.
But I don't play like full aggressive, so they play for they play like full aggressive, so it's gonna be hard for me. But this is a problem for me, so I have to salute. Yeah.
Well, you've done quite well in your first split already. Now, the last question: what is your favorite moment of all the summer split?
favorite? This?
You can if you want to go forward more in Korean, that's okay too. If you want to answer further in Korean, you can say in Korean.
But no.
Okay.
오케이. 그러니까 그냥 우선 서머 시즌에 신인상이랑 그 미드라인 그거 1위 받은 거랑 그리고 그 자이언츠 애들 5명이서 지낼 수 있어서 되게 재밌었다고.
Yeah, he won the prize for 3 times in this split, and being with 5 Giants members were really impressive.
Certainly have shown very impressive. Thanks once again, Knight, for joining us. Congratulations on your award, and I wish you the best of luck in the regional qualifiers for Worlds.
Thanks.
It's about time for Know the Pro. On Tuesday, we tweeted out the lips of one of the newest signings to the EULCS. He was just shy of being Rookie of the Split, but in the spirit of Canada and being extra nice, we decided to make him our Know the Pro. It's Splice's support, Mickey X. Hailing from Slovenia, Mickey X is the only non-Danish member of Splice. He started his League of Legends career as a sub for Fnatic before moving to the starting roster of Splice. And now in his rookie split, he's made it to the EULCS finals. Mickey X has a 3.3 KDA, 70% kill participation, and 1.3 wards placed per minute, keeping that vision up. You can catch Mickey X this Sunday as Splice take on G2 Esports to be crowned champions of the European LCS and secure a spot at Worlds.
Hey guys, Jatt here with Kobe. It's been a slow news day. I know everyone's waiting for this or that. I'm excited. We've never seen these slides before. We have 5 of them today. We're gonna pick this or that. It's a really simple segment. We don't really have to explain it over and over again.
There's 2 steps.
Let's see
show
the first
slides
slide.
and then we choose.
And then we talk about the slides. That's the way the show works. So let's get into the first slide right here. Who is more likely to defeat a Korean powerhouse, G2 or TSM?
Well,
I'm biased. I think you're biased.
Just cut that out right there. That's all you need. We have that clip forever. You guys can post that in every thread.
I'm biased.
You admitted to it.
Which means G2, clearly.
There you go.
Ocelot, they took a break. Now they're fresh.
Yeah.
TSM's burned out. No, really, though. TSM, they look super clean.
I think there are a lot of good arguments for this because, yes, we do cast North America, and so we've had more close experience with TSM. But just for me, the special thing this year, because I do get excited for North America most years heading into Worlds, but this year, the extra emphasis put on the mental strength of their players so that they don't, run into problems. There's always going to be problems that come up in international play. You're introduced to new metas, different regions play differently. I think the focus they put on the mental game is going to help TSM tremendously this year at Worlds. Plus, I can't see at each position, there's no real standout weakness for them.
Even if you just compare like the spring split to the summer split and like what the regions did at MSI from like certain areas, G2, they have like a roster improvement, but they haven't looked that much better. TSM was 9-9 to 17-1, and they've been crushing the playoffs. So
you're exactly the point you bring up for G2, which is the roster improvement. I think that might be one of their weaknesses. Top lane, I'm a little bit iffy about for G2. I am very excited to see how they play though, especially Trick and how he matches up with the international junglers.
Yep, when G2 does better, it's our fault. Let's get to the next slide, but it's that. More unlikely Worlds participant, Forgiven or Unicorn? Forgiven means H2K or Unicorns.
Yeah.
I think that.
Oh, whoa!
So
that's not what it shows. He could change teams. Maybe there's some last minute
drama. I think it's more unlikely for Unicorns, even just statistically, because if H2K win the 3rd place match, I'm pretty sure they're in on points. Whereas Unicorns have to like do a bunch of other crazy stuff to be able to get there.
It's much easier because there's more ways that H2K can qualify. Plus, I also think that they're gonna win.
Yeah, and you think they're better. So let's get to slide number 3.
We're just agreeing on everything now. This is a good setup for the hard counter segment because I'm going to use some stats in that.
So I will say that Doublelift is a better laner statistically because that's what it is. His CS difference during the regular season was much higher. Sneaky is definitely very good.
Though. I
Not
just
during
looked
playoffs.
at it.
You just looked at it, but I don't think that's because he slid or anything in any sense. So I'm going to say that. Are you gonna disagree?
I do actually think that Doublelift is a better laner, but I do have some good statistics for Sneaky since he actually in playoffs does have a better CS difference at 10. Doublelift was actually negative versus COG. And he does have a better KDA, but I have to say, the way that Doublelift plays the lane and with the way that he works with Biofrost now, they're extremely aggressive. I like to see that. And I think that they should be able to win that lane. If we are taking into account the supports, though, I like Smoothie a lot. Smoothie's helps me a lot. So that bottom lane is going to be very good.
Okay,
but
let's get.
I think I'll agree.
You're going to say that the whole time. All right, let's get to the next slide. Elder Dragon or Baron? Dragon or Baron? So
what? For me, if I want to win the game, Baron for sure. In almost all situations, I like Baron more than Elder Dragon, except if you're about to have a 5-on-5 fight and both of the buffs have just been acquired. So this one is obviously going to last the entire fight. Then Elder Dragon, but for the actual gameplay and your strategy, usually Baron's a lot safer because it's easier to.
It lasts a long time. It lets you take turrets. The reason you would want Elder Dragon is if you have like 4 or 5 elemental drakes and you already have Baron. Because a lot of times you want to take
those 3 fire,
and powered recall and then zoom down the mid lane because you only have 2 minutes. If this lasted 3 minutes, I think I'd say it. But it's such a short
You gonna go with that?
I'm gonna go with that. You're gonna go with this?
Trick. No, I'm definitely going with Baron. Just because more situations, I feel like it's better. Plus, it's a little bit easier.
Was this the final slide? I think we usually have a goofy one. We have one more.
We've been going so long on these
choking.
ones.
Vader or Mortals?
Oh, God. Oh, they had to get some burn in here. I like it. Ended on the spicy one.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is getting to be a really scary situation because, it happens one time and they focus the whole next split. They focus the whole summer split on not choking and play after. However, I don't think it was a choke. Cloud9 really improved a lot and I feel like they outplayed them, so I'm going to go with Vader.
In NA, these guys are they've lost 3 regular season games and they lose in playoffs. But Vader can choke people from like a mile away, so it's definitely this as far as it goes. Anyway, that'll do it for this or that. I think that's it. If you want to direct message at Primetime League,
I think we went long enough on this one.
Did we? Do you want to have a longer conversation? What do you feel about life, Cope? No, we're done. See you guys later.
Goodbye.
It is my pleasure to welcome TSM's support, Biofrost, to the show for the very first time. How you doing, man? How are things going?
I'm great, thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations on being here. I do have to say, we didn't pull you down here for nothing. There is something in my hand that does not belong to me. It belongs to you. It's the Outstanding Rookie of the Split Award, voted to you by your peers, by the press, by the people that watch you every day do a damn fantastic job at what you do. And I have to ask, it looked like it came so easy to you coming into the split. What is your drive? Why did it look so easy? And what was everything surrounding the success?
So basically, back when I was in the Challenger scene, I really wanted to become a pro League of Legends player. It was just something that I was constantly doing in my own time, and I really wanted it. And when I got onto TSM, it was like my one big break, and I really wanted it to make it count. So I basically tried really hard, and all the coaching staff as well as my teammates helped me out so much along the way. So it made it seem easy, but it definitely wasn't. But it was due to the hard work of all of us as a collective unit, pretty much.
Would you say when that actually offer came from TSM, were you surprised or were you ready to kind of work with the hard work and the success that you have from that?
I was definitely super surprised because, a random Challenger support doesn't really expect to be picked up by TSM, and I knew that, both the tryouts from TSM were really good, and after watching them play, they knew a lot. So I just expected that, it would be a while before I could come into the role. So when I was picked, I was just super excited, and I was willing to prove that I have what it takes.
Have what it takes. And it came out in the first games. We saw the Karma play, flashing forward, tethering, making the plays for your team, and the names started to come out. Bio Daddy, Bio God. I got to ask you, which one was a favorite of all of these that have kind of come to be?
I personally like BioGod, but I also think some of the bad ones are also funny, like BioBot, and it's just really amusing as well, so it's nice, I guess.
All right, final question for you, Biofrost. Thank you for taking the time to be here. What, moving forward, do you think is the thing that you can improve on the most as the bot lane player for TSM?
I think my communication can be a lot better, and as well as my decisiveness. It's something that I've been trying to work on over the past couple of weeks. As well as for my mechanics, I've been working on some of the less flashy things that you might not really notice, as like a spectator, but as a pro, you'll definitely notice it. So I've been working on those, and hopefully it'll show in the match to come.
Awesome. Bifrost, thank you so much for taking the time to come down and chat with me and get that Outstanding Rookie of the Split award. I hope things move on and there will be many more awards in your future. Thank you for joining us. That's all we have for time in this interview. Stay tuned for more.
Whoa there. Okay, we're good. Oh, hello there. It's time for Twitter. I just want to say thank you so much for being a part of this. You know, as famous Canadian Wayne Gretzky said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So right now, you guys are all winners in my heart for taking a shot at this week's Twitter question. And we asked who would have the highest kill participation in the LCS semifinals, and for a spot in the Hall of Fame, what would that number be? Well, if you were one of the 54 people who guessed Yankos, then I want to thank you for your contribution from the bottom of my heart. You're doing some truly exceptional work, and this segment wouldn't be the same without you, eh? Now, 2 of you went above and beyond and actually guessed his kill participation at 86%. Congratulations to both of you. And normally we'd only give 1 skin code away, but in honor of our very Canadian episode of PTL, we're going to do the nice thing and give 1 to each of you. Now on to this week's question. In League of Legends, wards save lives. As a Canadian, I know all about this. And we want to know who will place the most wards across the LCS Championship weekend. And for a spot in the Hall of Fame, how many wards will they place? TSM's Biofrost in 142 is my guess. We're going to be nice this week, so we gave you an easy one for the finals. Tweet your answers to @LOL Esports with the hashtag PTL and take advantage of our kindness.
Hey guys, I'm Quickshot and I've joined Pira. We're about to get into some death timers.
Oh yeah.
Are you ready for it? How you feeling?
Ooh, I'm excited, man. I mean, death timers right now. We're right around the corner from Krakow. This is going to be a good one.
All right, so just a quick recap for all of you guys at home, how death timers work. We're each going to have 30 seconds to argue for which team we think is going to win a series. And when we get to the end of it, you're going to hit the buzzer.
Exactly.
Hit it for me so we can...
Well,
okay, so you actually put it on your palm.
There we go.
See, I got you, dude.
Thanks,
Teamwork.
Thanks. That would have been hard otherwise.
So there's 2 series happening this weekend. It is obviously going to be the 3rd place on Saturday. Let's quickly take a look at the bracket to see how we ended up here. In the 3rd place match, H2K versus Unicorns. I mean, they're semi-finals.
Right.
Not the greatest, right?
No, it definitely wasn't the case. So in 3rd place, H2K Unicorns. The finals, of course, are going to be G2 Esports and Splice. So that one's going to be super hype as well. And of course, that's coming on Sunday. But let's go ahead and start off with H2K and Unicorns.
Dibs H2K. Okay, I'm calling H2K, right?
Fine,
They're my team, so
fine.
you hold this in the palm.
I got that one.
All right, so are you going to count me in, or are you going to start the timer?
Let's go ahead. Why don't we do that? Let's do 3, 2, 1, and death timers.
Okay, so H2K, they have 2 Polish players playing in Krakow for the first time in a very, very long time. They are both extremely hungry, and Jankos has shown that in both quarterfinals and semifinals, he is a monster of a jungler. I think he is going to Goomba Stomp all over the Unicorns of Love. I think he's better than Move in nearly every single way. And I also think as a team, this meta just fits them better. Unicorns are prone to mistakes. H2K punishes mistakes. H2K are coordinated. They're controlled. They're the stronger team. And I think they're actually going to...
Just at the end. Hey, you know...
I feel like there's so much time.
You came really prepared to this one. I will give you that. But I will also give you over the buzzer because I'm going to tell you why the Unicorns are going to win the 3rd place match.
4, 3, 2, 1, don't suck.
All right, easy peasy right now. Unicorns of Love, there's always a little bit of razzle-dazzle. There's always some magic about this team, and they are going farther than they have in a long, long time. I believe that they can come together. They know how to build a team fight comp. They know how to win lanes, and they can do it against H2K, who honestly haven't looked that great up until the last couple weeks of the split, and not so much in their semifinals. I think Unicorns can beat them, and they just need Move to be able to snowball Exile to do it, or Chachi. One of the two, it's gonna happen. 3 out of 5 games, I think, no problem. Unicorns 3-1.
Well, you've wrapped up your argument before 30 seconds. You're a little more prepared at this than I was, to be honest.
Just a little less wordy, but you know, it's what we do as play-by-play casters.
Okay, so seeing as though I jumped in for 3rd place and stole H2K from underneath you, I think it's only fair that you get side choice for finals. G2 or Splice?
Oh, it's got to be G2 Esports. The reigning champions of Europe. I'm not even going to start it. We're going to...
Go with the easy one. Do you want to start us off then? Seeing as though you get first dibs.
Let's make it happen. I'm already on a hot streak right now.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, cue.
All right, G2 Esports, I mean, this is the guys that are coming in so hot right now. They maybe made a few mistakes against Unicorns of Love, but that can be forgiven. They've learned some lessons. They are ready to take on Worlds, and they are ready to show they can do some international stuff. And on the way to do it, they're going to take out Splice, no problem. They are stronger in every single lane, pound for pound. And I honestly think that they still have some stuff in reserve. They haven't shown out in picks and bans yet, and we're waiting to see what else is going to come out of that. Will Splice challenge them? Undoubtedly, but I still think at the end of the day, G2 can take this one.
Again, within 30 seconds. Dude, your internal clock is way better than mine.
It's ticking. Well, what are you going to do? Now it's your turn, so tell me why you think Splice is going to take this.
Okay, well, simple fact of the matter.
We got to start.
Okay.
Just before you get ahead of yourself. All right, let's do it. Death timers in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay, so Splice, they are not outclassed pound for pound. I think Wonder has shown that on Gnar, he's a monster. He hasn't shown anything else because he didn't need to. H2K never challenged him in the top lane. Also, Senkux does not make anywhere near as many mistakes as Perkz does. Perkz donates kills and gold and advantages to anybody he faces. He still hasn't learned his lesson. After 11 weeks of games, Senkux and Splice are going to punish. Over and above all of that, Trashy showed he's a monster. And because of those three, they're going to win the finals.
Ooh, you got the timing down pat. Okay, good arguments so far. I'm excited. I'm very excited to see how this is going to shake out because, you know, those were good. I still think G2 is going to take this one. We'll see.
I think everybody has to let us know who won Death Timers, all right? So that's all we have time for. You guys let us know. Hit us up at LOL Esports. Let us know who you think won the Death Timer. Hashtag Pyro1, hashtag Quick1. I know it's hashtag Quick1. We're out.
Well, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're showing some skin today here on PTL. Get your clients open and ready because a skin code is about to pop up on your screen. 321-456-109.
Yeah, okay, so we thought about making this a bit harder for you guys, but then we remembered, guys, it's Canada Day. We're here to be friendly and make it easy for everyone. No missing letters, just be fast. Good luck.
That's right. That's right. Canadians are fast.
They are.
Fast people.
Canadians are wonderful people.
No research behind that.
Yeah.
If you happen to be the lucky winner this week, tweet at LOL Esports with the hashtag #ShowMeSomeSkin, and we'll share your accomplishments with the rest of the proud PTL followers.
Hello, everyone. Kobe here with Jatt for some hard counter. Yes, good news today, people. We've added 30 seconds back, so you get a longer argument now, a full minute and 30 seconds.
Yep.
Now, obviously, we are going to do the finals match as well as the third place match. Which one would you like?
I am doing the third place match, and I'm going first. We've organized this so that you talk at the beginning.
And I have buzzer control as well.
Currently.
All right, third place match, CLG win. Show your CLG bias to start it off. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
CLG will win. They were the two-time defending champions. We can't forget that. And also, even though people are like, oh, they were the lane swapping team, they can't play standard lanes. They played standard lanes actually pretty well in the early game against TSM. It's later that they fell apart. And I think they can redevelop that synergy, especially against Immortals, who seemed a little bit out of sorts in that long series.
That's a good point. You know Immortals. Tell me more about Immortals. How are they going to win?
Of course Immortals is going to win. This is like the most dominant team in the history of the NALCS in the regular season. And also, even though they do seem to choke in the semifinals, third place match is a lot lower pressure, and they're back at it again. Like, you look what happened in the spring. They crushed Team Liquid 3-0. And this team was 17-1 in spring, 16-2 in summer. It still kind of feels like the same team.
But CLG, they're not Team Liquid.
They're not Team Liquid.
How are they going to win?
Of course they're not Team Liquid. It's because CLG has more experience. They're better. Their standard lanes are actually pretty good, as I was getting into a little bit before. They played a lot of their MSI games where they finished second in an international tournament with the first seed in every region. By playing standard lanes, they can...
Whoa, it's been a while since MSI, and they're not that same team.
It has been a while since MSI. That's why CLG is going to lose. The regular season was 4th place. How does a back-to-back defending champion come in and finish 4th and then lose the semifinals? Because they're not as good as they were. Whatever has happened with their fall-off, whether they burned out from MSI, whether they couldn't adapt to the meta, something is missing for them. We know that there's been some internal strife as well as like people being healthy. They haven't been able to prep necessarily the way they want. And like, it's just not there. And yes, TSM was really good, but they got 3-0'd in the semis versus 3-2.
This buzzer is running out of juice. I hope it'll last through my round.
Faith.
Maybe I'll just get to keep going.
Yeah, maybe you'll just get to argue for TSM the entire time. But actually, I want to start. It's TSM versus Cloud9 in the finals. Yeah. I want you to start by telling me if Cloud9 will win and why.
Okay.
Ready, set, go. Go.
From meme team to dream team, Cloud9 are going to win. I'll just start with what I started with on this or that. which is the bottom lane focus. Actually, looking at the statistics, Sneaky did really well in both of their playoff splits, and I have to say, a lot of that is due to Smoothie. This guy picking up the Tahm Kench and all of the melee supports really quickly and shining on them. Even Doublelift himself said that Smoothie was much more scary in lane than Bunny Fufu.
Then how's he gonna beat him?
It's Doublelift and Bioprice. Are you kidding me? These guys crush lane. You know the reason that they didn't have as good numbers in playoffs in lane? Because they were taking a melee and range champion into a double range champion matchup. You have to look at the matchups as well. It's not just stats here. And they are the long-time North American best bottom lane that we have ever seen. I mean, they have absolutely crushed it. Plus, it's not just a bottom lane game here. We also have the mid lane. Bjergsen is on TSM. Who forgot about that? Bjergsen is the best mid laner in all of North America.
All right, then why is he going to lose?
Because Jensen, the other Danish mid laner,
C9 will win.
has been all about killing his lane opponent. Yes, Bjergsen can play the Zillion and a more supportive role as well and be well-rounded for the team, but Jensen has been bodying fools, and you know what? He's got a secret weapon, Meteos, whose sole purpose is to tilt Bjergsen.
All right, 10
He's
seconds.
said it
Why
many
is
times.
C9 going to lose? TSM
And why is C9 going to lose? Because of the top lane. Everyone's talking about, yeah, Impact. He played so well in the previous series. Oh my God, that's the best series I've heard. But people forget that Honcho's been doing that all season long.
Buzzer's fixed.
Okay,
it
works.
Thank you very much, Kobe. That is all the
We'll get
time
a
we
new
have
one
today
for
on Hard
next
Counter.
time.
I like the minute and 30 seconds. I actually like the buzzer. I think it added spice.
It's biased. Biased buzzer.
Hit us up, Twitter at Esports. Let us know who countered who will win, all of that stuff. See you next time.
Time for the regional rundown, and it is the Flash Wolves who have been crowned the champions of the LMS.
Again.
Expected by most people. They 3-0 J-Team in the finals to claim not only the summer split, but the #1 seed for the region heading into Worlds. Watch out for these guys.
A pool 1 seed for Flash Wolves. Thanks how they did MSI. Congratulations. Mad props to them. Now, J-Team had found a lot of success during the split, making early leads. The early game was solid. They actually had a winning record over Flash Wolves, but this time around, it was Flash Wolves who just simply played better. Game 1 was close, but honestly, it got worse and worse and worse from there. At some point, it kind of looked like J-Team tilted off the earth, and they've got to recover for regionals.
Yeah, they could do well during the year, but when the final test came up, it just seemed like things went to the wayside. Now, the LMS heads for the regional qualifier to decide what team will take second seed for Worlds. Seeding was determined by championship points, and we'll see AHQ versus Hong Kong Esports and J-Team versus Machi. The winner of each match will then face off in the finals.
Yeah, so honestly though, I think Hong Kong Esports and Machi are overmatched here. I think we're set up for an AHQ versus J-Team match at the end, and this is basically the battle of the second and third place teams of the split at this point. So it's like a proper showdown at the end, and I think it's going to be a really, really good match. I think it'll be super close. J-Team should not perform as badly as it did against Flash Wolves. Hopefully, for their sake, HQ played them a closer series, so maybe HQ comes to the favorites, but I think it's still going to be very good.
Little time to recuperate, get ready for the patches as well, and see how they come out swinging next time. Over in the LCK, Rocks Tigers were crowned the champions for the very first time. They've tried so many and finally saw the end of the golden road. The Rocks Tigers beat KT Roaster in a back-and-forth series that went all the way to Game 5. But in the end, it was Rocks who emerged victorious and claimed the first seed for Worlds.
And it really is honestly quite crazy. If you haven't watched Game 5, you should. People talk about career-ending smites. Well, here's one that was a pretty big deal. Smite down to 2 HP by score from KT Roaster, and Cannonbra stole it away. Monte Cristo tweeted out that he thought that Rocks Tigers would have won anyway without the Baron steal.
True.
I think that's a hard line still to take because you can get a lot of stuff off Baron. Either way, though, unlucky there. And I mean, huge props to Rocks Tigers, honestly. They, like, most of those players have been dropped or benched or have retired at various points. That team has had a terrible time trying to get sponsors, and through perseverance and being incredibly good League of Legends players, they won Korea finally.
Yeah, even you were talking about the sponsors, even the time when they had nearly nothing, they were showing that they could be a team that could still hold the spot at #1. Now KT Roaster will have to play in the regional qualifier. They will be joined by the Afrika Freaks, who also got quite a bit better, Jin Air Green Wings, and Samsung Galaxy to see who will take Korea's 3rd seed to Worlds.
And if you look at it based on results from before, you kind of assume KT Roaster are the 3rd team to go to Worlds from Korea here, especially when they, I mean, they just are as good as KT and Rocks Tigers. But it's funny because now it'll be the same 3 teams going from Korea to Worlds again, but all of them in different seeds. They've all switched around a little bit. Now Rocks #1 It's going to be really exciting, though. These are obviously the best teams in Korea.
It's going to be amazing to watch. The LPL Finals will be held this Friday. Edward Gaming take on Royal Never Give Up to decide who is the #1 seed in China. With the recent lane swap changes, it makes the lane matchups even more important. In this final series, none will be more important than Uzi and Mata against Deft and Mako.
Oh, man, these guys are incredible. You've got, I think, easily the best 2 bot lanes in China. I mean, these guys are
You're
insane.
almost speechless.
I'm actually, these are insane. These players are incredible. You look at the stats and, okay, yeah, KDA a little bit higher, EG wins more games. Their kill participation, pretty reasonable. And you can kind of see the difference in styles, though. Uzi just spends a lot more time farming, hence the lower KP, hence the highest CS per minute. But these are incredible AD carries, incredible supports as well. Oh, man. It just these are the best players practically in the world. You should watch this series. Everyone should watch this series.
So I love working with this guy. He just hypes everything up.
I just fanboy about players.
The regional qualifier for China's 3rd seed to Worlds looks like this. Snake Esports will take on Vici Gaming, and the winners will then face Team WE, and finally IMEI to see who will go to Worlds with EDG and RNG.
Yeah, and Snake has been a little bit more consistent than Vici, but it's Dandy and EasyWho, and those guys I know can play incredibly well. I actually think Vici has a small edge in this series overall. I don't know, Snake's been having trouble like actually winning in best of 5s and whatnot. They're just incredibly inconsistent as a squad. And then you go on from there and it gets closer and closer. I think WE is expected to win their matchup, and then coming into the match against IMEI, I think edge to IMEI a little bit. It feels like they're a stronger team overall. I mean, both these squads are very close. Keep in mind the Chinese semifinals went to 5 games. That could have been just the Chinese finals in the first place.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the sort of top 4 teams in China are very, very close in skill. I think it's going to be really tight. I think, honestly, that whoever goes to the 3rd team's going to deserve it. And they fill in the shoes of what IG did last year, and I think there's a good shot to do quite well.
Worlds is going to be amazing this year. Despite who goes, already we're seeing who has locked it in to be an amazing lineup. And to finalize the episode in honor of Canada, we're going to chug this maple syrup in the time it takes us to show you this next video.
Cheers.
Or as the Montreal Canadiens can call it, Penta. Oh. Coming in at number 5, from the LMS Finals, J-Team's Morning sliced through the Flash Wolves to pick up the quadra kill.
反打兵蛋的进场，被灵魂猎犬给绑了下来。风风也是开始及时开始先回到队友身边，灵魂进场直接收了2个，直接收了2个、3个，然后3个，然后第4个 quadra kill 开了一个绕背，拿到了4连杀，就等这一刻。
At number 4, everything was K for TSM's Haunter as he survives this 1v3.
And we're actually going to get to see Haunter, who has his flashback, but where are you going to flash, bud?
Same focus here for CLG on topside diving.
Oh, he has the ult. He can throw down a little bit. What a play! Has to watch the retaliation here. He gets himself out alive. From the LCK Finals, Rox Tigers Smeb equalized the playing field for Kuro to pick up an instant triple kill in our number 3 play.
Oh, Prey caught. He's in big trouble. Goes down. Gorilla as well. Nearly taken out. There's the equalizer. Oh, it traps a lot of members of KT, but it's still 2 kills for KT Roasters. Smeb coming back in. Oh, 3 kills for Kuro. How did he do that?
Watch the equalizer. The fact that it forces both score and fight. One of them's taking damage. They can't both sidestep it, and then the flame spitter here does unbelievable damage.
At number 2 from the Latin America North Finals, Lion Gaming's Arsa flexed some serious muscle with this flash unbreakable play.
Pega bastante fuerte. Adiós, cómo no.
Y nada para hacer, aparecía justamente Arce por atrás.
¡Uy, Arce!
¡Uy,
¡Arce!
Increíble los reflejos de Arce, los reflejos de ese Brown.
And in our number 1 play of the week, it was Smeb with the Game 5 Baron steal in the LCK Finals to save the series for Rox Tigers.
Rox Tigers fighting for their tournament life here, fighting for perhaps their team life. Baron taken. Oh, it's taken by Smeb. Smeb stole the Baron. Smeb stole the Baron. They're going after Fly now, and Rox Tigers turning it around. Hachani solo. That's 2 kills. That's 2 kills for Smeb.
Unbelievable
Baron
steal.
He did it.
It's game 5. When you can have this
Oh.
2 HP.
Oh my
2
God.
HP on that Baron, the cannon barrage. Unreal.
Oh, if you see a big play, remember to tweet at Esports, hashtag the Penta, and yeah, try to share them.
Tastes like Canada.
That's great. Yeah.
Talking maple syrup aside, us casters have been doing some serious prep work into heading to Toronto. You can check out a sneak peek in this week's last hit.
With all of its beauty and charming ass backwardness, Canada is one of the greatest countries in the world. Welcome.
Hi.
Today I'm going to test you on your Canadian knowledge. The caster with the most correct answers will also win the highly coveted Golden Maple Leaf.
I believe that's actually the highest award you can get as a Canadian.
It is.
Yeah, wow.
This is big. Are you ready?
Sure. I guess I'm ready.
First question. What is Canada's national animal? Is it a polar bear, a moose, or a beaver?
I really want it to be a polar bear, but I think it's a moose. We'll go with moose.
It's a beaver.
Moose?
I mean, I was gonna go with Pamela Anderson, D, but I think that out of those, I would have to go with beaver.
Beaver. Final answer.
Great job.
So I just wanted you to know, I actually looked up Canada facts like 10 minutes ago. That was one of them.
That's cheating. What food do Canadians not eat? Poutine, Mongolian bulldog, or bacon?
Bacon. They like Canadian bacon.
I'm gonna have to go with the bulldog.
What's your final answer? A, B?
Bacon. Screw it.
Bacon?
Sure.
No, you're wrong. It's Mongolian bulldog. They
Yeah.
don't eat that.
I'm not sure that's accurate because Canadian bacon is not bacon.
Yes, no, but Canadians eat bacon and Canadian bacon.
Do they though?
They do. We do. I do. I'm Canadian.
Do we get like a phone a friend?
No.
No. I'm gonna have to go with the Mongolian.
The Mongolian
I can't remember what it was.
bulldog.
Boondog, okay. Mongolian bulldog.
Which haircut do Canadians sport the most? Is it dreadlocks, mohawks, or mullets?
I hope it's mullets. Nice.
Probably mullets.
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 Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom.
It's definitely gonna be mullets. It's like a cape for your head.
I am really good at answering these.
What is a stag party?
That's Canadian?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Me and my bros are heading out for Billy because he's getting married, and we're gonna do a whole bunch of and bang a whole bunch of at the stag party.
Bachelor party?
Is it a party where you get a moose really drunk? That's what I want it to be, but I'm pretty sure it's not that.
See, the fact that you think these are Canadian are terrible.
What does it mean to bang a Larry?
I have absolutely no idea.
Take a shot.
Take a dump.
Shotgun a beer?
Have sex with a dude?
I'm pretty sure that's like taking a left turn.
Wow. What is Canadian bacon?
Stupid.
Really bad bacon. Is it like regular bacon with maple syrup?
It's ham. It's dumb as hell though.
Ham.
Ham.
Boom.
Which they eat instead of bacon in Canada.
We're going back there, are we?
Yeah.
Who is the greatest Canadian of all time?
Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky.
Boom!
Is that like a general question? Wayne Gretzky.
The test is over.
Sweet.
That was fun.
Yes, it was.
I'm going to tally up the score and see if you won.
I won. I mean, just, you don't have to count anyone else. I did win.
Okay. Well,
I won.
Unfortunately, you won.
Yes!
I shall now bestow upon you the golden. Oh, it's on your microphone.
There we go.
The golden maple leaf.
I feel like I gotta thank, my friends, my family, everyone who has helped me get to this moment. Tim Hortons, Wayne Gretzky, Pamela Anderson, a big contributor, and I'd like to thank you as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I'm sorry, thank you.
I'm sorry, thank you.
Really, it's my fault. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'm sorry, A.
I'm not sure.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure you understand that. How sorry?
I don't know if you know what this is a boot, but I'm very sorry.
I'm pretty sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.